Let me tell you from personal experience, the fastest way to kill your motivation is by not giving yourself any breaks at all. And it's so obvious that staying organized helps across the board in anything you do in life. What is up, guys? It's Chase. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day. I wish I woke up every single day with this kind of energy. Unfortunately, that's not typically the case. In reality, I'm actually really tired right now. Also really sore. Yesterday, I hit legs pretty hard. 6 sets of 15 for like deadlift, did a bunch of like leg presses and stuff, but really sore in my lower back, hamstrings, but gotta get up, gotta make breakfast, gotta get my day started. Kind of a busy day today. I'm getting the vaccine, or at least the first dose. I think you have to get 2. And then I also have the gym. I think Natalie wants to hang out, so I might do that. Gotta get the day started, gotta get out of bed at some point, so right now is a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, so now that I'm dressed and ready to get some breakfast, I think this is a good time to start talking about what we're gonna be talking about today, which is essentially just how to stay motivated, whether you're going to the gym or you're just dieting. Throughout this video, we're gonna be covering a bunch of different things on things you can do to stay motivated in pretty much whatever you're doing, but they're especially gonna be helpful if you're going to the gym, or at least you're wanting to try to start going to the gym more often. So with that being said, I'm going to get my breakfast, and I will see you guys in a second. All right, guys, so just got my breakfast. Oh, strawberry juice is leaking onto my bed. That's not good. I'm gonna put these on the ground. Anyway, now that I have my breakfast, kind of leads me into my first point. If you're trying to stay motivated or get motivated or just stick to things that you're trying for the first time, the first point I kind of want to make is you just need to make it part of your daily routine. And I know I've talked about this in a lot of other videos too, but it's such a big part of staying committed to whatever you're doing. An example is I didn't really feel like getting out of bed this morning, but I knew I had to. I knew I needed to start my day. I knew I had a lot of stuff I needed to do. And I knew that I needed to make breakfast. So even though I didn't necessarily want to get out of bed in the beginning, I knew that making breakfast and having breakfast every morning is part of my daily routine. Being in that pattern, knowing that I do that every single day kind of helped me to get out of bed, because my mind was telling me this is something you do every day, this is something you need to do, or else you're not gonna feel right about yourself. And I understand that's not the thought process that everyone has, but I think that that is a thought process everyone can get to if they continually do things for an extended period of time. It's just forming habits. And this idea of having a daily routine doesn't just apply to meals. It could be applied to anything you're doing throughout your day. If there's something you want to start consistently doing on a regular basis, just telling yourself that this is going to be a part of your day and continuously doing that for a little while makes it a habit, and it starts to become who you are. And on top of that, the longer you do things, the easier they start to become. All right, so I'm going to finish my breakfast, and the strawberries are still leaking on the floor, so that's pretty awesome. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, guys, so just finishing up with breakfast. I grabbed the protein bar because breakfast wasn't as filling as it usually is, but oh well. It is currently 10:30 a.m. That leads me into something else I want to talk about, which is you got to be flexible with yourself if you want to stay motivated. You know, a perfect example would be me this morning. I didn't want to wake up super early, but I knew I still had to, so I was flexible with myself. I said, okay, I'll give myself another hour of sleep. You know, usually I eat a lot earlier in the day, breakfast at least, but I was flexible. And I knew in that moment I didn't want to get up right away, so I was like, okay, it's fine. Let's give myself another hour, and then I'll just go make breakfast a little bit later. And this applies to a ton of different things throughout your life, whether like, again, you're wanting to work out more, or if you're just trying to eat better. You got to be flexible with yourself, especially if you're trying to go to the gym more often. If you have a really busy schedule, chances are you're not gonna be able to have the same routine every single day. You know, it's important that you find that balance and that you're flexible with yourself. You know, this all just circles around to just having a plan. If you have something laid out where you're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna be doing, this is the week I have ahead of myself, this is what I'm gonna be doing every single day, then it makes it a lot easier to plan out what you're gonna be doing. And like I said before, if you know what you're gonna be doing and you're doing it every single day and you're sticking to it, then it's gonna become a part of your daily routine. Anyway, well, I'm going to finish this, and then I think the next thing I have to do today is go get my vaccine. So if I do that, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so we are headed to pick up Natalie right now. We are going to get her, go to the place my mom works. She works at a company that's actually offering free vaccines right now. So we're gonna get Natalie, go there. And then after that, we're gonna go run another errand and then probably come back home. So that is the plan, and I will see you guys in a second. I needed to get gas. All right, guys, so because today is all about motivation, how to get motivation, how to maintain your motivation in whatever you're doing, it brings me to another really important point, which is put it down on paper. Put your goals on paper. Put whatever you want to get done, put it down on paper. Whether it's your daily routine, things you want to accomplish in the future, put it down on paper. Doing this really accomplishes two things. First, it allows you to actually visualize what you want to get done, whether it's in the day or the weeks or the months ahead. And on top of that, it really helps you to hold yourself accountable. A perfect example would be me this morning. I knew that I needed to get up. I knew that I had stuff to do today. There's so many mornings that I wake up where I know I have things to do, but I can't necessarily remember what specifically I have to get done. So I keep around one of these. It's a little calendar notebook. It's tiny, it's compact, and it works perfectly because it allows me to organize my days, weeks, months ahead of time so that I know what I'm gonna have to do in the future. These things are extremely useful for people with really busy schedules. If you don't know if you're gonna have time to work out in the next couple of weeks, next couple of days, whatever, by using a little calendar like this and planning out your weeks ahead of time, you're a lot less likely to schedule other things during your workout time or whatever it is you wanna get done. So I highly recommend you guys get some kind of calendar written down on paper because one, it holds you accountable. Two, it allows you to map out your schedule a lot easier. And three, it helps you to stay more organized. And it's so obvious that staying organized helps across the board in anything you do in life. So anyway, now that we got gas, I'm gonna go pick up Natalie, and hopefully there aren't any other stops in between. Fingers crossed. So just picked up Natalie. We were just joking because she looks like, she's like 4 feet tall, but she's not. She's actually 6'6". So no, so we just picked, this is your first time in a video. Does it feel to be making a cameo?
I feel like I'm gonna be famous.
To be famous, yep. So anyway, next stop is to get the vaccine, and then after, she's not, I don't think she's getting it, but I am, and then after that we got to run another errand. My parents got me a cool watch, and it's too big, so we got to go and get it sized, and then after that, what? Probably go home.
Food.
Food? Probably gonna grab food.
Tacos.
So,
Cinco de Mayo.
Is it the 5th?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so we are here. We're gonna go in and hopefully get this vaccine. All right, guys, so just finished up at the vaccination clinic, just got my vaccine. Really painless, really easy, really quick, really easy to get done. So I really recommend, if any of you guys have the opportunity, go and find a clinic to do it. The quicker we all get vaccinated, the quicker we can get back to a normal life. I have to come back in a few weeks to get my second dose. All right, so we are just finishing up here, and we're gonna go and get the my watch resized. So we'll see you there. Woo! Look at it. Ooh. All right, so we are going to the store right now. About to walk in. We're gonna get this thing hopefully sized right. You see any you like?
I think it's about time we leave.
I think she's so funny.
My jokes are getting a little out of hand.
That's it. No watch for you. Just got it done. Fits perfectly. I am very excited. Are you excited?
So excited.
We're excited. Now it's time to get some food. So we did not end up getting any food. I asked Natalie where she wanted to go multiple times, and she gave the answer every guy dreads hearing, which is, I don't know. So after like hours of interrogating and asking her where she wanted to go, we didn't end up going anywhere. So anyway, now it's a little bit later on in the evening. Natalie's back at home with her parents, and I'm about to go to the gym. Speaking of Natalie, it actually brings up a really good point as we're talking about motivation, how to get it, how to maintain it, whether it's in fitness or any other aspect of your life. You should have a partner. Whether you're working out or you're dieting, having someone that you're doing it with will not only make it more enjoyable, but it's also gonna make it a heck of a lot easier. So a perfect example would be right now, Natalie's doing a diet and I'm doing my own workout plans, my own fitness stuff. Seems like every single day we're talking about what each of us are going through and maybe how we could be doing our own things better. And over the last couple of weeks, it's been really helpful to have a person that you can talk about these things with. Even though she isn't going to the gym with me or spotting me or pushing me in that direct sense, having someone that I can constantly talk to about how things are going has really seemed to help me over the last couple of months. But this also works really well for people if they're doing diets. It can really be as easy as going to your friend and saying, hey, I have this 6-week diet I want to do. I want to challenge you to do it with me. And then you both do it together. So whether your goals are fitness or diet related, having a person there with you is going to make it so much better. And it's also a very good way to hold you accountable. Now, of course, there are going to be some people that don't like doing things in pairs. They would much rather go off and do things on their own. I'm actually one of those people. I don't have a gym partner. So if that's you, that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that I've seen firsthand how someone can go from zero motivation, desire to stay in the gym, stay on their diet, to being paired up with someone with similar interests. Just by doing that, it takes them to a completely different level. So other than that, it is Wednesday, so that means I have shoulders and triceps again today. So I'm going to head to the gym. I'm going to try and get a nice workout in, and I will see you guys in a second.
Let's go!
All right, guys, just finishing up at the gym. Absolutely amazing workout. Kicked my ass. Oh, all right, guys. Whoops, light turned off. That's a little bit better. Still sucks though. Killer workout. Like I said, shoulders and triceps. I actually just started a new program a couple months ago. Found it online, made my own little tweaks to it. There were some lifts in there that I did like, some that I didn't like, some that I liked better than others. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of months. I had been previously to that doing the same one for a few years. It was only until a few years in that I actually realized you're supposed to be switching up your program every couple of weeks, months. So I was a little bit overdue on that. But guys, this actually leads me into my next point. One that I think is probably the most important. You gotta know when to switch things up. You gotta have fun with things. I was doing the same program for years on end, and I was actually starting to get bored. I was still pushing myself as hard as I could in the gym, but my passion for fitness itself was actually starting to decline a little bit. I just started to go through the motions a little bit just because I had been doing the same thing for almost 3 years. So anyway, I decided recently to switch up my program completely. The biggest impact that switching up my whole routine actually had was reignited my passion for fitness itself. I was having a lot more fun with it. That's why it's so important to take a step back sometimes and look at what you're doing and ask yourself, am I having fun doing what I'm doing? Don't be afraid to do things a different way. Sometimes by switching things up, you actually find that maybe you had a passion you didn't even know about. You're gonna find a lot of motivation to keep doing what you're doing. All right, so other than that, I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's actually like steam in the window right here. It's really hot, it's like a sauna. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go home, get some food, shower. I will see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so now that I'm back from the gym, I have showered, I have eaten, and I have this weird bug bite under my eye. I don't get it. Anyway, now that I've eaten, now that I've showered, I decided that a great way to end the night is going to be with some ice cream. Now, I know you guys are asking me right now, Chase, what the heck are you doing? This is a fitness page. You're always talking about working out, fitness stuff, and eating the right things. You know what? I appreciate you asking me that, because that leads me into the final thing I want to talk about today, which is you need to reward yourself for the things that you're doing. This is especially true if you were dieting or taking your fitness plans super seriously. If you were going crazy dieting throughout the week, you need to be able to take a step back at least once a week and allow yourself some kind of reward. Now, the one I like to do a lot is a cheat meal. This entire week I've been eating clean. I'm not as hard on myself about eating a little bit of ice cream. And I'm not tough on myself about it because I know that when I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna be going right back to what I've been normally eating, and a little bit of ice cream isn't gonna kill me. And the biggest reason why this helps with your motivation is because it boosts your morale. From personal experience, the fastest way to kill your motivation is by not giving yourself any breaks at all. So all in all, guys, if you come up with a plan, you stay flexible, you put down what you're trying to do on paper, you continuously switch up what you're doing, you have fun with what you're doing, and you reward yourself, I promise you that you're going to not just find motivation, but maintain that motivation to continue doing whatever you're doing. So that is gonna be it from me this video. I hope you guys use all the things that I talked about today to not just find motivation, but to maintain the motivation that you already have to do whatever it is you're doing. And I think if you guys use all these ideas, you'll definitely get there. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you when I see you.